Hello there and welcome back to Pallegney. We are up bright and early again on this May morning as we have a fair amount to get done today. First of all, I'm going to check our animals, and I did see a message just before I started recording that our chickens' output is full. So we're going to remove the eggs from our chickens. It looks like they have enough food for another month, so we don't need to feed them this month. And then we're going to get back to work preparing our fields that we planted last month. So we need to spray all of them with herbicide and fertilize them all. So let's get started with our usual whip over the fence and jump in our forklift here. I am going to drop off the alfalfa bales in the storage shed next door for now because they don't need to be processed in our warehouse. Okay, let's make sure they're secured, just so they don't try and escape. Let's head over to the warehouse. Alright, we will take care of those towards the end of the year when the best price comes up. Let's park our little forklift in its little spot over here. There we go. Alright, so next up, let's jump in our little tractor and let's get out our sprayer. Been thinking about where I can build an extra implement shed. I would like it over this side of the farm, ideally, but I'm not sure where to put it. Could potentially put it right here where we are now, kind of facing the farmhouse, but that might make, depending on how big it is, that might make maneuvering in and out a little tricky, so I'm not sure that's the best idea. I will have to have a think about it, but we're definitely getting to the point where we need... Oh yes, I just remembered. We need to put the weight on the little tractor when we've got the sprayer on the back. Anyways, back to the implement shed. Yeah, I'm going to have to think of somewhere else because I think having it there where those tools currently are might make maneuvering tools in and out of there a little tricky. So we will see. Anyways, let's get our sprayer unfolded. And why is there such a big piece missing there? I don't remember missing that much when I was planting. Actually, I'm going to start over this side because this is the rightmost part of the field, and then we can cover the rest of it from here. So I will spray all of our fields and I will rejoin you once we are done. Okay, so we are done spraying our 3 soybean fields, and we need to head over to our sorghum field and get that sprayed. And what I think I'll do is make a start on that with our little tractor, and I'll put the spreader on the big tractor. Or should I do it the other way round? I don't think it really matters. I'll put the spreader on the big tractor and I will start spreading fertilizer on the soybean fields. Something I also remembered is that I probably need to lime the field that had alfalfa in it that now has soybeans, because I didn't do that last month. Over to this field, and let's start the spraying. This one's really difficult to see the weeds in. The sorghum, the beautiful, brilliantly bright green colour, contrasts so well with the orange sprayer. Definitely looks like a healthy crop, and it'll be even healthier once we have sprayed the weeds out of existence. Anyways, back to the time lapse, and I'll rejoin you again in a bit. Okay, so I set the AI worker off on this field to kind of finish it off, and they've done pieces of it and missed pieces of it, so now I need to go over it manually, see exactly where's been missed, and spray those weeds. Because the crop's so green, I can't see exactly where the weeds are, so I'm kind of referring to the map, proving to be a slightly difficult task, but that's okay. I think I know not to let a worker do difficult jobs in this field in the future. Probably just easier to do than myself. Okay, so this is done by the looks of it, so that's good. Let's fold up the sprayer, and I'm actually going to just send this back to the farm on a worker, and then I can continue with the fertilizing. So start up our tractor, turn this on, and let's get this field sprayed. And then once this is done, that will see us good, I believe. What's happening here? Oh, it's some of the field actually doesn't need fertilizing. That's kind of nice. Yeah, some... Looking at the chart at the top left there, only some of the fields needs fertilizing. I've never had that before in the farming sim. I guess that's the joy of precision farming. Yeah, in fact the fertilizer's too high for some of the field. Really interesting. I think I should probably go around the field anyway. I'm really not sure. Don't think any of this needs doing. Maybe there's a couple of patches here. Yeah, got those couple of patches. There's a little patch over here by the looks of it. I'm just going to look at the map in the bottom left and kind of drive over the pieces that are red, because I don't think the rest of it needs doing. Oh, something else that I realised. You may have noticed during the time lapse that I tried to spray the soybean field with fertilizer, and soybean doesn't need fertilizer apparently. I know those of you who might be more experienced with this game or farming in real life will be telling me right now, well, of course it doesn't. Are you silly or something? Well, yes, apparently I am silly when it comes to this. I did not know that soybeans do not require fertilizer. I've done waffling and realised that I shouldn't have actually dropped off the spreader, and that I should just have emptied the fertilizer from it, because I'm going to top it up with lime. Let's head over to the store and get our tractor repaired. It's a real shame you can't do partial repairs. It'd be nice to have the option to repair it to say 50%. But what I think I'll do is I'll get the tractor repaired, and I guess I'll have to... The harvester will just have to wait until I have more money. Maybe I do need to do a baling contract this month rather than wait, and then I can get the harvester repaired before I harvest the barley next month. Of course, once we've harvested the oat, we'll be able to finish that level 2 VIP contract, and that will get us 85,000 euros. So that'll be a very welcome cash injection for our bank balance. Yeah, so 17,000. Yeah, I don't know how much the harvester's going to cost to repair. I should get... Do I need to get lime right now? I don't, do I? I don't have the need to lime a field for another few months, because when I harvest the barley, I may not necessarily be planting something in it right away. Although what I was thinking, all the fields we harvest this year, is that maybe we can plant grass in them, mow the grass, make hay for our pellets come winter time, rather than completing contracts and just scavenging the extra hay. Although being barrel pirates is kind of fun. I just like the term. Stealing other people's bales. Sounds like fun. Sounds like something I would do. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think what I'll do when we get back to the farm, I'll take a look at contracts just to see what there is, and then maybe we'll just skip through to next month and take our chances on the harvester. Let's take a look. This one could be an option. I know this one won't take too long, especially not with these tools that are on offer. If we borrow those tools as a separate mower, separate tractor, we can also use our tractor, and then that will put us in a good position to be able to repair our harvester before we start using it. I think that's what we're going to do. So let's borrow the tools for 87, and let's get started with that. Haven't used this mower yet in Pallegney, so let's send this mower over to the field. And then let's see what else we have here. So I think I will pick up the windrower. Although, do we need a windrower? We probably don't even need the windrower, do we? Because that mower can bale. That mower can swath. We can use our own baler. So what we need to take is this bale loader, and we can grab the tedder on the front of the tractor. In fact, let me just disconnect that, grab the tedder first, and then we don't need to send any of our own tractors over to the store. Okay. Logistics 101 with Puppington. Okay, we'll drive this back to the farm ourselves, just because I don't trust the AI to successfully navigate through the village with attachments, and I'll see you over at the field. Let's switch over to the mower. Let's make sure that we have the correct work mode: wide spreading, swath dropping. There we go. Okay, so let's get this field mowed. I don't foresee this taking too long, so I will throw it on a quick time lapse, and I will be back with you once I'm done. Okay, quick break in the time lapse. As I usually do, I realised that I did actually need the windrower, because even with the swathing from the mower, I had to dry the grass, so the windrower is still very much needed. But that's actually a good thing, because this windrower has the ability to bale on either side. So what I want to do is put it on left mode, and then if I start it up, this actually really helps with creating bigger swaths, because I find that it does anyway. So of course it always helps if you lower the windrower before you start driving over the grass. Tends not to work if you don't do that. Just a tip for those of you who might be new to the game. Alright, so windrower lowered, and yeah, as I was saying, I feel like it tends to work a little better because you can capture more on the left and right, or you can capture more on each pass and put them into a single swath. I think that makes sense anyway. It does in my head, because when I go back in the other direction, I can capture the same amount the other side and it will go into the same row. I'm probably talking absolute nonsense, aren't I? I will hand you back over to the music and time lapse. I'll get this done and I'll be back with you shortly. But it was just my mind playing tricks fly by. My compass knows when I am wrong. I let it be my guide, keeping the fire in my eyes. Take and leave, I'll take it away, just be and sink with me. Life at ease, there'd be no vacancy, only a name to be. When there's no room for your love, I'll hold that space if you want. I'll know it's hard enough as it is. Your faith is mine to keep. Relate to me your needs. I'll bring you that relief like a wish. Okay, so coming back to here, we have some pretty giant hay swaths here, too big for the baler to pick up all of the hay in one pass, and we are mounting hay at a rate I haven't seen before, so that windrower definitely doing a valiant job of getting all the hay into swaths. Almost too good a job, in fact. So yeah, just going around collecting them. I think we produced 4 or 5 bales from just that one pass, and these are the large bales as well, so 240 centimetre, 8,000 litre bales just from that one pass. I've set a worker loose on finishing off the windrowing, and I'm just going around with the baler. Some of these swaths might require a couple of passes with the baler to pick up all the hay, but we're making good progress. Interested to see how many bales out of this we get to keep for ourselves. I will double check that once we have everything baled up, but this will be good ammunition for our pellet maker come winter time when we don't have too much else to do. Anyways, I'll pass you back over to the time lapse and I'll rejoin you again once we've made a little bit more progress. Okay, so we are over at the animal dealer, and I was really surprised when I checked the contract to see that only 19 4,000 litre bales were required, which equals 10 8,000 litre bales. So I'm delivering the required 10 bales, and then whatever's left in the field, which I believe is quite a lot, belongs to us. So I think this is a very worthwhile contract to complete. Let's see if that is, yeah, that is in fact all we need to deliver. So everything that's left in the field, I believe there's at least 10 bales there, is ours to keep and store away in our warehouse for pellet making later in the year. I'm just heading back over to the field now to pick up the rest of the bales, and I will see you back over at the farm. Okay, so 11 bales for us to keep from a simple baling job. I kind of like that, not gonna lie. It's handy, goes with our other 3, so that's 14 bales of hay we have so far for our pellet maker, and I'm sure we're going to be getting some more. Where am I going to park these? Let's go into the warehouse and take a quick look. These are hay, aren't they? Yeah, they are hay. Ideally, I want to offload them in the same spot, or similar, or yeah, because that other bay there is for straw, which we'll be getting some of next month once we harvest our barley and our oats. So don't forget, we need to keep the straw and the hay from commingling, because that's just not tolerated at Puppington Farms. Let's jump in here to see. We can see here, I think that should do it. And there we go, big stack of 11 bales in our warehouse, ready to be pulverized into pellets. Okay, let's complete this contract, and we'll get our winnings here. So 11,500 euros, and that's really going to help us with repairing our harvester before we start using it. Something that we really do need to do. The harvester's literally at 0 maintenance. So with that said, I don't think we're going to be harvesting our fields this episode. One thing I will do is I'm going to go feed the chickens, because we have about 6,500 litres of barley left in the silo, and pretty sure if we check our animals now, if we check the chickens, where are they? Yeah, they will take all 6,500 just about, and I'm hoping that next month our rooster will have taken care of some of the chickens, and we'll have some baby chickens, and we'll try not to let them perish this time. Okay, so 7,000 litres almost of barley, but what I'll do, I'll feed what I can to the chickens now, and then I'll leave the trailer by the chicken coop, and then when next month comes around, before I collect the fresh load of barley, I'll just empty the remainder into the coop then. Okay, so with that said, I think we will leave this episode here. As always, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing us steal some more hay bales this month. If you have, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date as we continue to build out our farm here in Pallegney. And I do hope to see you in the next episode. Till then, take care for now. Bye.